watching the best. Fox 10 News at 10.
And tonight at 10, we hear from friends of Zane Coolidge, the Phoenix police officer shot and killed in the line of duty. It's part of a fundraiser for his family. Fox 10's Kenzie Beach joins us live with more tonight. Kenzie.
These bikes here next to me represent all the different motorcycle clubs that came together tonight as one united front to show their support for fallen Phoenix police officer Zane Coolidge's family.
I guess first thing you think about is the family.
Bikes fill the parking lot in memory of Officer Zane Coolidge. A law enforcement officer himself, Aaron Souza, who put together Bike Night, wants those who wear the badge to know they're not alone.
Doesn't matter what background you're from, what groups you're with, what you ride, we're all here to show that brotherhood.
Officer Coolidge leaves behind a wife and 6-month-old daughter.
It's the only job, but leave in the morning and nobody knows whether you're coming back or not. People don't understand that.
The loss is felt across the entire valley.
That's a brother in arms for me, and to lose somebody, even though we're not from the same department and everything, that hits everybody that wears a badge.
Every dollar from every raffle ticket is going straight to the Coolidge family. The hope is that it leaves more than a financial impact.
As far as emotionally, maybe a little knowing that people care, that should help, but it'll never make up for the loss.
They were able to raise over $2,000 tonight that will go directly to Officer Zane Coolidge's wife and his baby girl. Tonight was all about coming together as a community, but it was met with a lot of emotion, showing the impact that Officer Zane Coolidge had on this Valley community. We also reached out to the Phoenix Police Department, and they say that Matthew Haney, Officer Zane Coolidge's partner, who was also shot in the line of duty, is still recovering at home with his family. Reporting in Glendale, Kenzie Beach, Fox 10 News.
A news alert tonight out of the town of Guadalupe. A man was found shot there tonight around 7:45. Deputies say he was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. So far, no arrests have been made. Another news alert tonight out of Chandler. A child is in the hospital after a drowning call. It happened tonight near Ocotillo and Cooper Roads. No word on the child's condition or how long that child was in the water. An investigation is underway tonight after 2 bodies are found in the far West Valley. They were discovered this morning in the town of Arlington, near 349th Avenue and Arlington Road. Detectives are trying to determine how they died. So far, no names have been released. A woman is recovering tonight after being shot inside a rideshare car. The victim was found at 7th Avenue and Roosevelt around 2:30 this morning. She'd been shot in the leg and is expected to recover. She told police it happened on the I-17 near McDowell Road. No arrests have been made. An investigation is underway after the body of a missing mountain biker is found on a valley trail. His family called authorities on Friday evening to report him missing. A drone, chopper, and cell phone data were used in the search. The body was finally found on the far side of the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve in Scottsdale. Police believe he may have had a medical emergency or a bad crash. The cause of death is under investigation. 2 deadly crashes in the valley overnight, one at 51st Avenue and Indian School. Phoenix police say 1 car slammed into the back of another one. The first car spun into oncoming traffic and was hit by a semi-truck. The driver of that car was killed. All the other drivers remained on scene. Another person is dead after a crash in Glendale. It happened around 5 this morning near 59th Avenue and Camelback. Police say a car was heading southbound when it collided with a bicyclist. The bike rider died on the scene. The driver is cooperating with police. Impairment is not believed to be a factor. First Lady Jill Biden is wrapping up a trip to the Valley that came with a touch of Hollywood. The First Lady took part in a Harris Walls Fight for Reproductive Freedom bus tour. She was welcomed by actors like Bryan Cranston of Breaking Bad fame, along with politicians like Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, alongside his wife, former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, and Governor Katie Hobbs.
The next president will likely choose new Supreme Court justices. We have to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. We have to elect Ruben Gallego so he can join Mark Kelly in the Senate. That's the only way to prevent Donald Trump from banning abortion nationwide.
And we believe in a country where reproductive health care decisions are made by patients and their doctors. Not by politicians. Not by the government. And definitely not by Donald Trump
This November, we have the opportunity to enshrine the right to abortion in our state's Constitution so that no politician can ever take that right away from us again.
The U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade more than 2 years ago. Former President Trump split time between Nevada and California today. He's not expected to win California, but he's hoping to drive rural voters to the polls to help Republicans in congressional races.
Today, California has the highest inflation, the highest taxes, the highest gas prices, the highest cost of living, the most regulations, the most expensive utilities, the most homelessness, the most crime, the most decay, and the most illegal aliens. Other than that, I think you're doing quite well, actually.
And the former president will host another rally tomorrow in Prescott Valley. If you're heading that way, a couple of traffic things to be alert of. Florentine Road will be closed between Gladford Hill and Lake Valley Roads, and Lakeshore Drive will be shut down between Glassford Hill Road and Windsong Drive. Police say to expect traffic delays. First responders are also expecting many heat emergencies. High temperatures could be in the mid-90s tomorrow, still hot for that area this time of year. So extra first responders will be on hand inside and outside the venue. Authorities are expecting around 10,000 people, so they hope they come prepared.
The expected increased crowds over the weekend, those numbers could rise pretty drastically. So we still want people to be out there hydrating, making sure they're taking care of themselves, finding a place to rest if they need it. And of course, if they do have a medical emergency, whether it's heat related or not, we're there to respond.
There were more than 50 heat-related emergencies at a Trump rally in Prescott Valley in the summer of 2022. Tonight on Newsmaker Saturday, Republican Congressman Justin Heap. He's running for county recorder against Democrat Tim Stringham, who we heard from last week. Here's a preview.
Everything we have done since we left the precinct voting model has made voting slower, has caused more problems. At a precinct level, you don't have ballot machines going down, you don't have printer errors that are causing these slowdowns, and people are simply not happy with the system.
You think it's overcomplicated the process?
I think it's overcomplicated the process.
Okay.
Now, I think it's more difficult for elections officials. The reason why we went there is you have to staff, 937 different precincts. It's certainly easier on the election officials to have more centralized, but it isn't easier on the voters.
Along with that, a former Green Beret discusses the chances of another terror attack on U.S. soil. Newsmaker starts tonight at 10:30. Still to come, 2 former presidents hope to elect another president, the latest from the campaign trail coming up. And lawmakers under pressure to get more money to FEMA. The hurricane season is far from finished.
Monday at 9.